Hello from Euroa, this is Weeknights and I'm Joel Crean. Tonight we'll get the details on an art program to help dementia patients being trialled in Benalla. And GV Health gets set for more fundraising, this time with a Christmas tree auction. Plus Steph has a look at the week's hottest gigs. That's all still to come, but right now it's local news time. Here's Julie Snook.
First up tonight, Joel, the family of a Shepparton man sentenced to jail and 500 lashings in Saudi Arabia is calling on the federal government to help free him. Mansour Al-Marib has been found guilty of blasphemy. The 45-year-old's family is concerned he won't survive the punishment. The community cooperative, which is working to take over the Heinz factory at Gagari, has made its first offer. Chairman Les Cameron says it's a reasonable price and believes the plant could be working again by 2013. And a group which formed in the wake of the Murray-Darling Basin Plan release wants to meet with Water Minister Tony Burke. The Basin Communities Association says residents and business owners are worried they're being left out of the decision-making process. Stay with us, I'll have more headlines for you later on in the show.
Benalla's Cooinda Nursing Home has launched a new program to help patients with dementia express themselves through art and dance. It's been designed to help cognitive thinking, with all of the work to go on display once it's complete. Emily Wisham has more.
Art serves many purposes, but in this case, it is to increase social inclusion of people living with dementia in Benalla.
The program brings together residents from the local aged care facilities, of which there are 3, and also the community to enjoy art, dance, digital storytelling and also puppetry.
The Moving Art program also raises awareness of dementia among the broader community in Benalla by involving volunteers to work with residents with the condition.
8 people come together with volunteers, either from the community or young people, and they work one-on-one with the volunteer in the art program and also for the dance therapy.
CEO of Cooinda Village, Margaret Aldous, says this program gives people with dementia a way of expressing themselves through creative arts.
Often, although people may be losing some of their cognitive skills or their thinking skills, they still are often very creative and like to be creative. And so they can be creative and express themselves through mediums such as art and movement or dance therapy.
Throughout the duration of the program, organisers will monitor the residents' progress with regular evaluations.
It's important for us to know whether this program is actually having an impact. So what we are doing is we're evaluating people long term, but also evaluating people short term, acknowledging that for people with dementia often the benefit may be quite transient, but if they can engage and enjoy a particular activity for a short period of time, that's very beneficial.
And so far, the new program is paying off.
Results are really quite exciting. We can see that people are really enjoying the program and are obtaining some benefits from it, and that is really quite marked. We're graphing that each week and we can see that people are really getting some benefit and some enjoyment from the programs.
After the 8-week trial, Cooinda will hold an exhibition showcasing the works of the residents.
GV Health has unveiled its latest fundraiser for the oncology unit. It's a Christmas tree auction happening out at Emerald Bank at the brand new car museum tomorrow night. Emily Wisham is covering this story for Weeknights.
A tremendous evening has been planned at Emerald Bank tomorrow night, with the auction of Christmas trees, drinks, nibbles and a sneak peek at the new car museum.
Businesses are provided with a tree by the Goulburn Valley Health Foundation. They decorate the tree. The trees come along, they enter a competition, winners are announced, and then the trees are auctioned by all the people that attend this event.
The GV Health Foundation is selling tickets and decking up the trees, the money going to a very worthy cause.
The money will go to the oncology department, and it'll also be an opportunity to launch our new Friends of Goulburn Valley Health Foundation committee. We had a wonderful committee. Some of those people are here tonight. In fact, the president of the committee was president for 13 years. So she's, in fact, and her team are decorating a tree, and they're handing over, if you like, their responsibilities as a fundraising group.
If you're looking for an original Christmas tree, something that will really stand out, perhaps with a theme, you might get this at auction.
Every year we get surprised by what the businesses do, and many of them like to keep their trees under wrap because of the competition, but also it's an opportunity for them to showcase their businesses or show their creative style. And every year there's a wide variety of differently decorated trees.
The evening will give Emerald Bank the chance to showcase its newest addition, the Car Museum.
This is going to be a wonderful asset for Shepparton and indeed the Goulburn Valley, and we've been very fortunate to be able to conduct this event, so people coming along will be able to have a sneak peek at the museum.
The event is a final push for funds for the oncology unit. They've almost reached their target.
And this will also be an opportunity for us to say this is our last official function as part of this appeal. We have almost reached our target, and we'll be telling people about that on Friday night.
You're watching the Valley's Own Weeknights, and these stories are still to come.
We're off to the Benalla Library next with more calls for funding to help with the relocation. And then Joel talks to one of the employees at the Northeastern Hotel about a strange encounter over the weekend. Stay tuned for that. Weeknights will be back in just a moment.
Don't stop, keep it moving, put your drinks up. Your body up.
Back to Benalla, and the council is hoping state and federal governments will cough up some funding to see its new library go ahead. Ashley Gardner dropped into town this week to see where the plans are at and how much more money is needed.
The push for a new library in Benalla continues. Benalla City Council CEO Tony McElroy says they're awaiting the outcome of funding applications to help see the project come to fruition.
We have an application with the federal government's Regional Development Australia Fund. That's for $1 million, and we're looking to put that towards the Sir Edward Weary Dunlop Learning Centre as the title of the project. That'll go through an application process, and we should know late January whether it'll be submitted to the Minister for Regional Development. And the other application is with Heritage Victoria, and it's for $150,000 to assist us in the refurbishment of the former Shire offices in Mayor Street.
Friends of the Benalla Library group member Carol Marple says she thinks the state and federal governments will throw their weight behind the development.
The public is certainly behind having a new library, and governments are keen to give grants where the public are behind the concept, and there's no doubt about Benalla needing a new library.
Tony agrees the new library is a high priority for the local community.
Well, the most important component is the establishment of a modern, technically up-to-date library. The library facility is the only facility that's wanting in the rural city. We have a performing arts centre, we have a regional art gallery, a community care centre, indoor rec centre, aquatic centre, but the library is very much the poor relation.
Carol says the library will house a range of new and improved resources.
Well, of course, as you will be aware, libraries are changing their role. They have now much more technology involved, and so that's why we have to have more room. And all the activities that we now have, we have not only the usual story time for the young children and so on, rhyme time, but we also have the philosophy group, we have the book chat, which is about the books that we've been reading, and all of that takes up space. We have nowhere for meeting at the moment.
She says the community's in support of the new library. Now it's just a case of getting the project off the ground.
Well, we've been planning with the council for some time, and as you see behind me, we have the plans already set and ready. So the sooner that we can get in, the better. It's a matter of the council moving out, and that's their business, of course, but we're willing to help them lobby governments for grants.
Council won't know the outcome of the funding application until June 30. Until then, it's just a case of waiting.
I think probably the word patience is the key word, and they've been very patient in allowing us to put these plans and specifications together, and also the applications for funding.
We are at the Northeastern Hotel in Euroa tonight, and I've got Tom Smith with me because, Tom, it's a pretty exciting building and you've got an exciting story.
Yeah, it's a lovely building, and you get everyone who asks you about it asks, is there any hauntings? And
well, is it haunted?
We think it might be now. It was an interesting weekend here.
You've seen a ghost over the weekend. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think we do. Had a couple of mates over. So it was about 12:30 in the morning. We figured it's probably time to call it a night. We had to walk on back over the other side of town, and just walking through, we got near the kitchen and kind of looking around, just make sure everything was all right. And there was a lady floating in the air.
Now, describe what you saw. What was the lady dressed like?
It was just a silhouette of her, and she had the old kind of dress with the straps over the shoulder, and it blossoms out at the bottom. It's just...
Now, in all seriousness, this is not the first time that somebody's seen a ghost in the pub.
No, I've just been told that the old owner, when she was here, she's seen it floating around too.
And a similar person.
Similar person, same description, yeah.
Very exciting. Do come out here and grab a drink at the Northeast, and you might be lucky enough to catch the ghost. We'll be back with more Weeknights right after this.
Steph is back with the gig guide on the other side of this break. And we'll get a look at what we're paying at the Bowser this week, and Will returns with what's hot at Harvey Norman. In Euroa, Numurkah and Shepparton, you've tuned into Weeknights.
If you're heading out and about this weekend, now is the time to tune in. Here's Steph from 96.9 Star FM with your gig guide.
Thanks, Joel. Back in the studio for another gig guide to set you up for the weekend. Cracking one happening at the GV Hotel this Friday. You can catch two of the biggest acts out of the USA. It's a Pink and Bon Jovi tribute show, guaranteed to knock your socks off, kicking off from 7:30. Tickets are just $25, so make sure you contact the venue to get yours. Or you can head over to the Yahoo Bar for their white party. So obviously you need to dress up in all white. B-Mac is hitting the decks, and he's an absolute party starter. I've seen him before, and he's awesome. Plus Dave Bell and Hannah McGee are going to be performing tomorrow night as well. Doors open at 9 o'clock, so get in early to avoid the lineup. Now this Saturday, lawyer by day but a DJ by night, it's Rachel Andrews. She's going to be at the GV Hotel to raise the roof a little with her house and dance mix-ups. Kicks off from 10 o'clock. Now the Moala Water Ski Club has live and free entertainment every Thursday, Friday and Saturday night with their Red Hot Summer Tour coming up really soon. So hurry up and get your tickets for that for January 5 next year with In Excess, James Rain and even Vanessa Amorossi is going to be right here in the GV, so hurry up and get your tickets for that. If there's an event you want us to know about, find Weeknights TV on the Facebook or on the Twitter. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you same time next week.
Thanks, Steph. And you can also leave story ideas on that Facebook page or shoot us an email at weeknightsgv@weeknights.com.au. Time to check local petrol prices right across the region, and unleaded is cheapest in Wallen this week, with prices around $1.37, about 5 cents cheaper than in Euroa and 13 cents cheaper than what you're forking out around Yarrawonga. Expect to pay $1.44 in Shep this week. To diesel, and Yarrawonga is again the cheapest at $1.47.9. Benalla and Denny are among the most expensive places, and we'll get another hit of those local petrol prices for you next week. But now it's over to Will for what's hot at Harvey Norman this week.
G'day, it's Will here to find out what's hot at Harvey Norman in Deniliquin and Shepparton. Now, we're coming up to Christmas and New Year. We need gift ideas, but also too, we're partying. We're outside. We need to make sure that we're entertaining and taking our music with us. Rana in Electrical here. This iPod dock looking absolutely sensational for, I think, a gift for myself too.
Absolutely, Will. It's a great iPod dock. It's got good sound, room-filling sound. The best thing about it is that you can take it anywhere you like. It's very portable, compatible with your iPhone and iPod. Some models are also compatible with your iPad as well. This smaller dock here is for your smaller room, so if you want to chill out in your bedroom and just lay back and listen to something small, that's your perfect one. Some of the deals that we're going on in here have, including some of the models, are $20 iTunes cards. So if you come in and ask for them, we can do you a deal on them.
And to find out what's hot now in Harvey Norman computers, we're taking a step back in time, Mick. Look at this relic. This is the dinosaur, isn't it?
We thought we'd go back to the old days. This is the original Toshiba.
How much did this go for back in the day?
About $7,000.
Wow. Well, we've come a long way now, taking a look at the Ultrabook. This is sensational.
Mate, this is an absolute incredible machine. I've just purchased one myself. The technology in this thing is absolutely phenomenal. You can lift it literally with one finger. It's that thin. And the most impressive part about it is the power is just incredible. It is such a fast machine. It's the new Intel i7 processors. LED screen, so it's very, very sharp and clear. The best thing, if you've ever lost your data and you're worried about that, you can't do this with your normal laptop.
Wow.
It's got a solid state hard drive, so you can hardly ever harm your data. It is an absolute incredible piece of machinery. If you are a fan of new technology, this is a must this Christmas.
And to find out what's hot now in Harvey Norman bedding, this is the perfect thing if you're going to have those unexpected Rollos to rock up. Oh, it's a bit bouncy there. How are you, Jules?
I'm good.
The Aero bed, the perfect solution for unexpected guests over Christmas.
I mean, as you see, the ensemble that you can see here blows up within 10 seconds, all electrical, and when you finish with it, fits in this little neat box here. So perfect for the unexpected guest.
And no need to actually be pumping up and down either.
No need. It actually has a little pump, mechanical pump, which goes into the plug point and yeah, it blows up automatically.
Plenty of hot items in Harvey Norman furniture. We're going to take over the world. No, it is all about home office and also great for back to school. These settings are just, I can't believe the range. It's looking fantastic.
Oh, well, you have your simple desk to your left here, and you got the ones with the hutch that you see here, and you got the corner desk. I mean, we've got plenty of a range here.
Absolutely. So come down to Harvey Norman in Shepparton and Deniliquin. We've got fantastic range, the best expert advice and the best price.
We're going back to the newsroom shortly, but first with Weeknight Sport, here's Peter Cardamone.
Weeknight Sports Report brought to you by Darryl Tweed Volkswagen and the all-new Tiguan from $32,990 drive away.
Golden Valley Bowls division on the weekend. It was a cracking round of matches. 5 of the best. Marupna's still on top. Mark Ryan's been good enough to join us on Weeknights. Rhino, welcome. Tell you what, it's getting tight at the top. But you guys, well, you're like the Neville Bartos of Division 1 in bowls. You're flying at the moment.
We're going along nicely, but the contest is really good. There's a few teams around the same level, so it's tough.
How good's your rower going? They're the underdogs each week, but they seem to just get better and better, and they're actually pulling off a couple of big wins.
Yeah, they've plugged a few wins lately, and yeah, doing their best to hang around that area for the top 4, but yeah, they'll probably battle it by the end of the year, I'd say.
Well, it was round 9 of the weekend. Let's take a look at all the results from Golden Valley Bowls, Division 1. Shep Park 98 defeated East Shepparton 95. Betts defeated Squire 24-21 in a great contest. Kyabram 105 defeated Shepparton Golf 93, with Foley defeating O'Brien 22-18. Shepparton RSL big winners over Hilltop. That was no surprise though. Hooper defeated Hannah 2019 in their 102-90 win. Marupna 131 defeated Marupna Golf 64, and Selmy defeated Wheelhouse 34-21. And in the final game, as we spoke about, the Euroa Maggies 101 defeated Stanhope 78, with Beaton defeating Williams 27-24. The big one for me, Rhino, of course, you defeated Shepparton Golf on the weekend. They're struggling. They're on the bottom with 14 points, but really, you're going beautifully at the moment.
Yeah, no, they're a struggling side, Marupna Golf. So we've got a big one this week against Shep East, and they're going along not too bad, but they're coming off some losses, so we should hopefully bury them this week.
We can hope so. Let's have a look at the ladder after round 9. Marupna on top with 83. Big win over Marupna Golf on the weekend. Shepparton RSL on 77. Solid win over the Hilltop. Shepparton Park third on 76 points with a tough win over East Shepparton. Shep Golf on 74 in 4th spot. In 5th spot, Kyabram on 73 with a great win over Shepparton Golf on the weekend. East Shepparton on 66. Euroa on 61. And the Maggies are on fire at the moment. Hilltop on 56. Stanhope on 50. And Marupna Golf on 14. Let's have a look at round 10 matches. There's some beauties this weekend. Let's take a look at the first game. Marupna Golf, they take on Kyabram. Really important game for Kyabram. They need to stay in winning form. Will Marupna Golf win a game in 2011 and 12, Rhino? Will this be the week?
Nah, definitely not the week.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the next game. Hilltop, they take on Shep Golf. This might be easy for the Golf.
Yeah, I think Shep Golf should rebound and pick up all the points this week.
The next game is Stanhope taking on Shepparton RSL.
Yeah, Stanhope's been a surprise packet at home, so they'll push RSL. Wouldn't be surprised if they get up in a close one.
Can Matt Robinson and Foley be too good in the end for a resurgent Euroa?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So do I. And the final game, you guys take on East Shepparton. It won't be an easy game.
No, it won't be easy, but we looked to get one back on them last time. They beat us on the carpet, so we hope to get them at home.
Well, you've had your comments. Here are my winners for round 10 of Golden Valley Bowls, Division 1. It'll be Kyabram by 35. It'll be Shepparton Golf, big winners by 12 in the end. Shepparton RSL by 9. It'll be Shep Park by 2. And yes, I'm going for Marupna to to defeat East Shepparton by 16. Rhino, good luck on the weekend. Thanks for your time.
No worries, thanks for having us.
It's always good to have one of the stars of the Govan Valley Bowls Division 1. Of course, it's a skipper from Rupner, and he's also the coach over there at the Cats. That's been Weeknights. We'll see you tomorrow night for the cricket wrap. Looking forward to round 7 of SCA cricket.
Julie Snook has today's news covered. What else is in those headlines, Jules?
Joel, while the family of jailed Shepparton man Mansour Al-Marib are heading to Canberra to fight for his release, others will rally in Shepparton tomorrow in support of the 45-year-old. Mansour was locked up in Saudi Arabia 3 weeks ago under blasphemy laws and was this week sentenced to a year in jail and 500 lashings. The Ethnic Council in Shepparton has organised tomorrow's rally from its office in Wellsford Street to Sharman Stone's office at 5 o'clock. Police are still trying to track down a man who was seen riding a motorbike through Maguire College yesterday. Police tried to stop the rider after noticing the unregistered bike in the area. The man then rode the bike through the school before crashing and fleeing the scene on foot. And Shepparton's GV Hotel has gone under the hammer and fetched $6.6 million. A high-end auction was held at Crown in Melbourne yesterday with 3 bidders fighting for the iconic pub before it was sold. The pub's current lease, worth nearly $500,000 a year, will continue until 2035. That wraps it up from the news desk. Let's take a look at those local weather details. Here's tonight's McDonald's Weather Whiz Kid.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm in Year 4 at Benalla West Primary School. I'm today's Weather Whiz Kid. Here's the weather.
It was another fairly fine day throughout most parts of the region. Mostly sunny skies for a top of 30 in Shepparton, similar in Bendigo, a few showers about Albury though, and another fine day down in Melbourne. A similar story for other parts, a warm 32 the high in Deniliquin, mostly sunny for 31 in Echuca, 29 in Benalla and Seymour. That's about it for the fine weather though. Storms right across the region for your Friday, 28 the top in Albury, teamed with thunderstorms, similar for a warmer 29 in Shepparton, Bendigo and Melbourne. Elsewhere, showers for a warm 27 in Denny, the storms continuing in other parts, 29 the highs in Benalla and Seymour, 30 expected in Echuca. The sun is due to rise around 5:53 for your Friday morning, setting later in the evening for 8:27 p.m. Looking ahead quickly, and the storms should start to ease. Showers throughout most parts on Saturday though, a top of 29 in Shepparton, 30 the high in Echuca. The rain is returning Sunday with some cooler temps, 26 in Shep, a cooler 25 the high in Benalla, and down in Melbourne it should reach around 22 degrees.
That was the weather. I'd like to say hello to Mum and Dad.
That's all from the Weeknights team from outside the Northeastern Hotel in Euroa on this Thursday. The project is next. I'm Joel Crean. I'll see you again tomorrow night.